May 1980. The United States stages its own raid. The plan was to send in Laotian ground forces to confirm the presence of Americans seen in U.S. satellite pictures. The Laotians claimed they found no one.
I think what happened to them, intelligence gave them a good package. They just weren't able, with all of their analysts and requirements, to get it together quick enough to respond. Suddenly, they ran out of weather, they ran out of information, and rather than just say, hey, we blew it, they're saying, look, we did our very best. We've even got 2 Laotian indigenous patrols that say there weren't any Americans there. And so we'll try again next year. But how can you call the ball game off because of rain in Laos when we got prisoners still over there who have kept faith?
The Defense Intelligence Agency will always pursue these investigations pertaining to the unaccounted for Americans with the idea that there is at least one or more Americans being held against their will in Southeast Asia. And the reason that they will proceed from this position is that any other attitude, anything less than that, would not give them the incentive or the enthusiasm or the vigor which this important issue commands.
Of going back to Washington, D.C. and dealing with the State Department and the Department of Defense and all their classified material that they won't let us see and everything, I don't believe anything they say.
October 1968, Bat Masterson disappears, leaving behind the beginning of a new life. Marion Shelton kisses her husband goodbye one morning in 1965. Time has passed, children have grown up, but the years are filled with uncertainty and loneliness.
I think all of us who are prisoners, I can only speak for myself for sure, but I think it's typical that I have an ambivalent feeling of wanting to do more to solve this problem, to prove it or not prove it, and if there are some there, to get them home. The other side of it is, it was a tough grind while we were there for all of us, and now we're home and we have a family, or we want to start our life over and kind of get that behind us.
If I found out that Bat died yesterday, I would be very mad. I would be very irate. But if I found out that he died during the war, like when he went down, then it would be okay. But if he died useless, you know, like being killed or something like that, while the war was over, he was supposed to be here. He's not supposed to be there. And that would really upset me.
Reasonably, I don't think he's going to come home. I dream about it. I think emotionally, I think he'll be home. I need him to be home. I dream about him coming home all the time. You know, everyone has the reoccurring, realistic dreams they always have, and that one still occurs.
I could take it if my husband was dead, if I knew that he was dead. And of course, I would love for him to be alive. Sometimes when I think of him being alive and coming back, I wonder just what he would think that he'd been abandoned all these years.
It is important for us to bury our dead, to pay them tribute, to recall their memories, to lay them to rest. But can we lay to rest a memory that may still be alive? It is the 1980s. Vietnam seems years and miles away. But close to the hearts and minds of their loved ones is the fate of the 2,500 who never came home.